when they were releasing my Comedy Central set, right after they recorded, they're like, here's the date we're going to release it. And so I'm just like looking forward to that date. And so the world starts falling apart. George Floyd happened, all this bad stuff. Listen, we are all going to just post a black square to take that time to talk to people of color, understand that whole thing. That day was the day the whitest comedian, thank you, Art, was going to come out. And luckily, you know, Comedy Central obviously is smart enough that they didn't post it.
I would have called him and be like, listen, Comedy Central, post the black square in a carousel. And then you do that, and then it's Hunter Duncan right after. What's wrong with that?
Jesus.
What, dude?
I thought I was going to be in a position where I was going to be like posting like, listen, everybody, Black Lives Matter. Also,
however,
not however. Good God.
What, dude? You know what you signed up for.
I did not. It's called Tummy Time.
Welcome to Tummy Time.
Welcome to Tummy Time.
Welcome to Tummy Time.
I'm Neil.
I'm Justin.
And that's Art in the booth.
Hello, world.
Our guest today is a stand-up comedian in Austin, Texas. You can find 2 of his stand-up sets on ComedyCentral.com. It's Hunter Duncan.
Hey.
Dude, I thought the intro was going to be like something crazy. You're like, I got an intro for you.
No. Spent a lot of time trying to remember that.
An inordinate amount of time.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm putting it down. I'm going to test my.
When you did this thing.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I got the introduction right, you know, because I'm a gosh dang professional.
You know what the intro card says? It says intro.
2 sets on ComedyCentral.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Wow. I thank you for adding the .com onto that. And you couldn't have just said Comedy Central.
Look,
ComedyCentral.net / B-list comics.
I'm trying to be succinct and also informational, like, because that's where they can find it. I think it's better than saying, look, I almost said Comedy Central YouTube page. I think ComedyCentral.com is better than.
You could have just said Comedy Central, and then it's like, oh, they're all their platforms. Their media platforms.
I guess they can find.
You can find everything on the internet.
Yeah. They would Google Hunter Duncan Comedy Central and it would come up, dude.
Look, I thought I was being helpful. I wasn't trying to make a dig. I was just trying to be helpful to the audience.
Yeah, thank you.
I understand
it was helpful. I appreciate it. Fuck you, Justin.
And specificity.com. Don't worry about the TV part. They don't put them on there, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, you know.
No. It was accurate.
And that's why it hurts.
Yeah. No, fuck yourself.
Hey, it's still Comedy Central, though, right? Like,
yes,
the thank you, icon, right?
Thank you. God, have you do the
It's very impressive. It's very impressive. I've never done it. I probably will never do it, so I'm impressed, and everyone else is impressed, and we'll just delete this whole thing. Not the podcast, but the whole thing before now. Well, thanks for coming, dude. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Can I ask you about your laptop?
Yes.
Yeah. I just wanted to. I've heard a lot about Hunter Duncan's laptop.
Well, I don't even. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
For a minute, because I was
did it go
like,
as well as you thought it would? Yeah.
Absolutely.
He told me before. He goes.
I just want to put it on the fucking. I just want a title that says Hunter Duncan's laptop.
Okay. Well, there you have it. We'll see if it makes the cut. Because I'm editing this.
He is.
Your jokes are too smart. Where I'm so dumb that I was like, if you were to be Hunter Biden, old man.
No, we don't talk. That's not what the show is.
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
We don't. We try not to. Well, you listened to the Melissa episode, which is the most intellectual that we can get, and that's only because of Melissa, because she reads books and shit.
She really brought up the show.
Yeah, well, I mean, I listened to as much as I could, and it was a lot of.
Is this because of the Comedy Central?
It was a lot of.
Just a little bit about the .com thing.
It was mostly about reading. It was like, let me talk to you about the Gulag book or whatever that was, and then the Wealth of Nations, and I was like, that's about enough.
Yeah. Fuck you, Melissa.
And I love Melissa. She's very funny and
awesome.
she's smart,
really
and it's just I'm too dumb to.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Be receptive to
No,
that.
she's smart and cool, but I don't like it. There's the whole smart thing.
You hate it.
Yeah, it makes me feel bad. Because one time I used to read books, and I used to be in GT, and I used to have, my parents used to have
love
this.
You?
They used to love me, and they used to think that I was going to be somebody.
Somewhere.
But now I'm just talking about my farts and my penis on a podcast.
What's the last book you read?
Mein Kampf.
It was Mein Kampf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the audio book.
Narrated by Hitler.
Los Diens and
Yeah, it's something about his sultry voice that just puts me to sleep.
this is off to a good start.
Oh, yeah.
This
Okay.
is,
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? Something before you came on the show, which was right before right now. I was thinking about how I don't know that much about you. Where are you from?
From?
I'm from Austin.
You're from Austin?
Wow.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
Do you get
Born and raised.
persnickety at everybody who moves here?
No, I like it.
Hey, that's
I honestly,
great.
I mean, people have been moving here. People move everywhere.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't. I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't
But
care either.
Great.
You got a talk boy.
Oh,
up
yeah.
there. I like that.
Yeah.
One of the few people of age that I would know that reference.
Did you have a talk boy?
No, I think I had like an off-brand. We didn't have the money stuff.
Really?
A ton of it. We didn't have. We were fine. We were
Okay.
like, I grew up in an area called Westlake.
Yeah, that's a
and-
nice place.
Yeah, but we were like, we're the
I only had one horse.
We were down
okay?
there.
You
yeah,
only had one horse?
One, and it was a mare.
Look, oh my
God,
I don't know
what
what
a
that means.
nightmare
I don't
to
know what it
live.
means. All right,
It's a lady horse.
this is a
Well,
nightmare.
On the last episode, we were talking about how my dad was like 100,000 growing up. Is that kind of a situation? You don't have to tell me.
We were no. We,
Below
we
that.
weren't. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. They didn't talk about it. It
Sure.
was one of the. But we weren't allowed to we went out to eat once a week
Sure.
to Chili's. You weren't allowed to
Hey.
get a soda
Outback.
with dinner.
Hey.
You had to get water.
Look, this might be insulting. I don't know. We'll just see. But like the Westlake, I was picking up on vibes that maybe your like grandpa was like an oil tycoon. You seem like someone that maybe
Sure.
your grandpa was rich. Is that true?
So my no, but I get that. He definitely acted like he was like my grandfather was like a badass. He was like a colonel in the Air Force and
Confederate.
he was the no.
Sorry, I was just trying to finish your sentence.
For the North, we're a family of winners.
Yeah, like 1950.
But he was in the Air Force. He was like he was a starter on the starting center for the University of Kentucky
Oh, wow.
basketball
Nice.
team, and he was a state or a national champion wrestler. Stuff like that.
dude.
He was like
Sounds like he had a
6'9".
strong jaw. He seemed like a handsome guy.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. No,
He was
he's a good looking-
6'9"?
Yeah, 6'9" back
Nice.
then.
Would
Yeah.
you call him fuckable? You think?
We call his name was Big Daddy.
Oh,
I mean
fuck.
that was what his grandfather name was.
Oh,
it's-
really?
Yeah,
That's
kind
fun.
of.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Daddy and Big Daddy.
Big Daddy's not the same as Daddy. I don't. The connotations. I mean, if you say Big Daddy, I don't think about calling a
Sugar babies.
Yeah, I don't think about sugar babies.
yeah. Okay, good.
I think about Adam Sandler in one of his
Big
best
Daddy.
movies.
Right, that was a good one. But yeah, so Big Daddy and then his wife, my grandmother, was
Big Mama.
Big
Big
Mama.
Mama's house.
Was your
was your
grandma Martin Lawrence?
Yeah. Yes, it was Queen Latifah in a wig.
Yeah.
No,
That
she
doesn't
wouldn't
make
need one.
sense.
She already has hair.
I don't. You know what? Just go with it. And
I'll cut it. No, I'll cut
it
it.
was Queen Latifah in a wig,
Yeah.
and no, but she was like a state senator. She was
Oh,
one of
wow.
the first state senators.
My dad was a
in-
state representative, so
Oh,
we both
okay.
come from
well,
politics.
Well, yours doesn't really count. State
It's not as
representative.
good.
Yeah.
It's like below.
as long as we just acknowledge that.
Well, my dad ran for state senate and he lost.
Sure.
Roundly, is that how you say that? To lose
Roundly,
roundly,
yes,
yeah.
In his incumbency or what?
No,
he never got in.
No, he never got
Oh.
in
To the state, to the national level.
But she was like a boss babe though. When
yeah,
was
yeah.
that?
She was
How-
one of the first female
babes.
state senators in West Virginia.
Wow, I disagree
Wow.
with it on principle, but that is impressive. Like
Right.
otherwise,
That's-
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, thank you. It sounds like the platform of your dad has been passed down to your
No, my dad
son.
was a Democrat.
No. Yeah.
So, but he probably does agree with me that women shouldn't hold places of power in
Wow, this
government.
is great. Your face is as
I
red
know,
as the
because-
Republican
I know,
colors
look,
that you hold
I try to be edgy, but
He belies himself.
Yeah.
My red.
He's not a good poker player.
No.
Terrible at this shit.
Yes. Okay. Fine. I think women can do that.
Oh my God.
Fine. Thanks, Hunter,
I
for
just
trying to.
pull my face out of this.
He's fucking begrudgingly giving rights
I
to
do
women.
not endorse anything Justin said.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about like embarrassing stories as a kid. Is there anything that comes to mind? Like, was there anything particularly that haunts you a little bit that you did? Oh, actually, I was listening to some of your stand-up. You were fat.
Yeah. Yes.
I was
Are you
also.
drawing
I'm
these
laughing
conclusions
because I
for
was
him?
also like wear a shirt while I swim kind of guy.
Yeah.
Aren't
So
we all?
No. I'm not.
Anyways,
Nice.
Body's
Yeah,
a
no, I
temple.
can see it.
I thank you.
But anyway, I'm sorry. But does anything come to mind when you think about your
embarrassing?
childhood?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of cringy things haunt me every day, and I mean, I remember one of the worst things. I mean, and it's not even.
Have you told
that
anyone
big.
this?
I don't think so.
Good.
But it
Yes.
just it was, I think, 4th grade, and they were teaching us Spanish, and I had a crush on this girl named Emily.
Ooh.
And they taught us "Me gusta," and I just started saying,
What's that? I love.
I want.
I want.
or
Oh.
like-
Oh, is that what it was? I think
See,
I
when
thought
you-
it was "I like."
Well, it is I like, but it's like if you say me gusta and it's a person, it changes the connotation.
Which means I desire.
Yeah, I want.
Yeah.
Well, that's
fucking
worse.
Sexually?
That's much worse.
So
But
you said me
I
gusta?
just kept saying "Me gusta Emily" to her, and this is my first entree because I into speaking to a girl.
Sure.
And you chose Spanish.
And I kept saying it like for days and like to her, and then I would like smile, and she was like, that's, I don't love that. And I was like, all right, she doesn't understand it, but when it registers the translation, she's
Yeah.
gonna really.
Did you think to translate it for her? She probably knew.
Yeah, no, I think she knew. She was in the class. And smarter than me. So I just kept being like, this is the only thing I've picked up on, and she's going to love this. And it's one of the few names I remember. I remember her first and last name, and I kept saying it, and, did not get the payoff.
Oh, okay.
And it haunts me. Even at that 4th grade, it like jolted me into having a memory, and it's like, yep, this is the first one.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to...
So you just kept saying it until you got the hint, which was probably weeks later.
I mean, it was, a couple days, but
Yeah.
it's just, I mean, I still think about it all the time. That, I did that.
Okay, how about this? What if Emily sees this somehow,
Sure.
and she messages you, she slides in your DMs. I know you're a married man,
Sure.
So this doesn't have to go anywhere other than this. But she just goes, "I just want you to know that me also gusta."
Me also, if she says "me also gusta," I mean, rings
think
right
you-
off,
I
and
think you would
I'm
have-
just like, you know what?
also gusta.
Meant to be. Yeah.
That's the kind of cute though, isn't it? If she said that,
if she
Come
says
on.
"me also gusta," that's.
I don't know.
That is. I
Well,
feel
but
like
wouldn't that kind of like wouldn't that make you feel better?
maybe. I would. No, I don't
I mean,
know.
she likes him now, but that doesn't.
Yeah, that would be-
She
I'd
goosed
be-
him back then.
No, but she might have
Yeah.
said me also gustoed you back then, but I was too afraid to say, or I didn't really understand because I wasn't paying attention in class, so I didn't know what that meant. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
know.
if
I'm
she
just
said
trying to-
all of that, if she, with no punctuation,
I
just
don't-
that one run on.
I think you'd probably just ghost.
No,
to her.
I think you would feel.
I mean,
I
I'd
think you. Would,
screenshot it.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
But
I'd
me
say-
ghost to you right now.
I think you would feel better about the whole thing. I think.
I think
I don't
so,
know,
too.
but it's probably not. She probably hates you, and she hated you back then. So
Yeah,
it's,
no.
fine.
I think it's my worst nightmare to think that she remembers that. And
You know, you're
You
kids.
know,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter.
She absolutely does.
yeah,
I'm
no, I'm
sorry.
pretty sure.
I gave a crush like a used a teddy bear for Valentine's Day that had
Yeah.
like a smudgy bit of chocolate on
Chocolate
it.
stain.
Oh no.
Chocolate stain, dude.
They think it's shit, but it's not shit. But no,
How
it's
can it
not
not
shit.
be?
How
How can
could
it
it be
not
shit?
be?
I didn't
Okay.
bring it in the bathroom with me.
Listen,
care.
if it looks like it could be, it doesn't matter. Like
what
it
they're
doesn't
saying.
matter what it is.
Look.
If it's
If it looks like
possible.
it is, it is.
Listen, you don't think it's about the gesture. It's about the fact that I couldn't afford a new bear.
Right.
I really cared. You know, I didn't care about her. I was a kid.
Did you care about the bear?
I liked the bear.
Wasn't your number one bear?
No, I didn't have. I mean, it was the
Was
only
your
bear I
bottom
had.
bear?
It was like by default, it was my number one bear.
Okay,
but
so-
but it was the only bear I had, and I gave it to her, and she was like, "Is this a used bear?" And I was like, "No, I lied," and then
Right.
nothing ever happened. You know, she didn't like me.
Yeah.
That, and
Did
that
you
didn't
take
help.
your bear back?
No, she probably threw it in the fucking trash.
She
when
actually
got home.
took-
She took it.
Yeah, I
She
mean,
took it and immediately
she's a
went-
good person. Yeah, that she was like, no,
I'll
this.
take your used fucking.
Well, she.
Bear.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we all have those, and that haunts me a little bit. But I
Right.
saw her not too long ago. Not maybe 10 years ago. But she was nice to me. That's such a weird thing to say.
That is a weird thing to say, but you know what?
There's some lines. There
Yeah.
are a couple lines.
What do you mean?
That are gaping wide, and you just need to read in between them.
No, I didn't. I wasn't.
Neil, what's the first gift that you ever remember giving
A girl?
somebody you're interested in? Yeah.
His was the
Girls,
Spanish
guys.
language. Mine was a shitty teddy bear. What was yours?
gift.
Straight up kiss, dude.
Oh man.
Landed.
You just didn't even need to give the actual.
No grease. Just go. For it.
What age were you?
Probably like 4th grade. 5th
Wow.
Wow, you
He's
were smooching
kissing?
in
Yeah.
4th and 5th grade.
Yeah, we were
guys-
striking out.
Man,
My God.
you grew up in a bad neighborhood.
Really
that
did.
was
Suburbia.
yeah. Everyone's just
Dude,
smooching it up.
Dude,
at
little
age-
white girls are not giving away kisses. That's all I could say.
Not to
To
Justin. Not yeah.
There's not enough
you-
juice in it for them
Yeah.
for you, Justin, but they're like little brown boys.
Yeah,
What the
and
hell?
it doesn't help that like as a fellow fat kid that it's like we're already big, and then the gift is covered in
In the-
chocolate, and it's
in the
just
evidence
like,
of my
just
fatness.
yeah,
It's
just
better
like
to be shit.
yeah, there's butter on it. I'm sorry.
And lemon pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Twinkie filling.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, honey bun
Housing pop-
stickiness.
housing Pop-Tarts before this, and so there's a little bit of strawberry on it. Yeah.
I was thinking of you though.
Emily and Jamie. Fuck you guys.
No,
No, sorry.
No,
I take it back.
man, he does hate women. Good God.
Look,
what-
I think they can run for Senate if they want, dude. They can even win.
If they want.
If they want, they can serve this country like a good American woman
Jesus,
should.
good God.
What, dude? You know what you signed up for.
I did not. It's called tummy time. I thought this
tummy
was.
time.
I thought
I
this
was gonna have fun.
yeah, I thought I was gonna be all sought and just like I was gonna lay on one of your chests or something.
Oh, that's
and,
nice. That does sound nice.
What's on the card?
Oh, I do have some things to remind myself of to ask you. One of them just says fat.
Thank you.
Should I check that one off?
Well, this is just
Are
like
we
a
done with
roast.
fat?
This is a roast card. It says comedycentral.com. Fat.
.com. You fucking.
Yeah,
Sorry.
seriously, just say comedy.
Look, that's an oversight. I'm sorry.
No,
That was
no.
not-
You are factually accurate.
That's all I was trying to do. But now I have to.
We had
Somebody did say they
Angelina.
saw it on TV once, so
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know.
But it's
Maybe it was
Pluto
being
TV.
cast. Maybe it was being cast from somebody's
Yeah.
Chromecast from their phone.
But no one's watching TV anymore, though. That's
Yeah.
the problem. So I think
Is that-
comedycentral.com is better than saying he was on television. People don't watch television.
Television got some gravitas.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Anyways,
anyway,
we don't
what
have
else
to
is
keep
on
going
the
back.
fucking
Okay,
card?
so all right. So didn't you move to New York at some point?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Why the fuck did you do that?
Right after college, I graduated on a Saturday, and then I left on a plane on Sunday. I'd never even been to New York, and I had 2 suitcases, moved, and started a job on Monday. And
Wow.
because my college girlfriend said, "I'm moving to New York. If you want to stay with me, you gotta come."
Wow.
And I was like, "All right." So
But not
I went.
inside me.
Yeah, exactly. And
Did she say that? She
she
probably
did.
didn't.
She did. Write that on the card.
Yeah.
And
Not inside.
and but yeah, and then I mean it was not for stand up. It was just to have a job, normal job.
Weren't you like a stock market guy?
No, I mean I lived on Wall Street. I worked in commercial real estate, and
Oh,
it was
okay.
like it was like capital markets stuff involved that I evolved into, which is just like sourcing boring debt and stuff for commercial projects.
Oh, okay.
Non-traditional.
Did you? So you like wore a suit?
Yeah.
God, That's crazy.
Yeah, it was gross. It's awful. Wearing a suit, I will say, wearing a suit is the guys wearing the suits are not the important guys.
No.
It's the ones who don't need to wear a
They're wearing
tie.
Tommy
It's just like
Bahama.
a sports. Yeah, they're wearing whatever. Those are the guys in charge.
Yeah.
The ones who are trying to wear the suit and
They look hot though
pretend.
down there though.
I mean, physically hot.
Yeah.
It is like this. It just makes a sauna, and I'm
Yeah.
sweaty. I sweat,
Sweat
and
bag.
it was gross. The subway. You're standing on the platform. There's a deceased homeless man in the subway
Yeah,
car.
leave him there.
You don't know that.
Oh, 100%. And I will say that it literally has happened in New York. If there's a guy on the subway and people are like, he might be dead, just nobody's in the car. And nobody says anything because they will shut the subway down.
And they're like,
and
"We
then
gotta-"
everyone's late. And
about
so
this?
nobody says anything. They're just like, oh shit, don't tell the
I think the right thing to do,
conductor.
the
And they
right thing to
just
do
cram
is
onto
to
the
don't
other
say
cars.
anything, and then when you get to work, call it in. After you get to work and you're not going to be late, then you can call it in. I
Right.
think.
But, fellow New Yorker, I didn't want to screw it up for all the other guys. So I was like, let's just, you know what? That's where he is. There's no rush.
Hey.
Yeah,
Um,
he's
and
already
I will
dead.
say, this sounds fucked up, but like anybody that's lived in New York will be like, yeah, no, I
No,
know
that's how it
exactly what
is,
he's
yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
You got to, as Melissa told us, you got to keep your head down. Don't be, what's it called? I don't know. Don't be a rabble rouser.
Yeah, no. Let's talk more about the last episodes.
Now that we got you here, Hunter, how is Melissa?
Have you read the Gulag?
Yeah.
I was gonna try to make a joke about it, but the whole title I couldn't pronounce. It was like Gulag of the Archipelago. Yep,
Yeah.
that's it.
The first time I ever said
Gusta.
archipelago out loud, I recorded it for a sketch, and I said archipelago.
Oh,
and I sent it to
no.
a friend. They were like, "Oh, that's funny that you mispronounced archipelago." And I was like, I guess
That's
I'll
how
have
you
to
learned how to
redo
say
this.
Part of it. That's part.
Yeah, so I relate, dude. I'm
Yeah.
also stupid.
Not stupid,
neither.
But yeah, no. We're smart. Yeah. Let's keep him on the ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's our thing.
Were you in GT?
No. I do
talent
remember.
pool?
I tried out, or they had.
Really?
I don't know if tried out. They had like a test. Did you guys have
This
this?
is
Probably.
like kindergarten
I don't
or first grade
remember.
or something
Yes,
like that?
it was something. Well, I think ours was a little later, so I probably should have done better. But they gave us
Grade
a
9.
sheet of construction paper and like a big one, and then they gave us 2 cutouts of construction paper, a circle and a triangle, and then they said make a picture, and they gave us a marker too, but include these, and I was like, oh man, going big brain, and so I put the circle down, and then I put the triangle behind it, so it was like looked like a little
Ice cream
goatee
cone.
with.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of, but it was the underneath it. So I was like, oh, it's a clown with a goatee and his ears, and they were like, you're not. And I was
That's what
Made
did
for
it?
you.
I was devastated. I still to this day
That's
remember
the test for GT. What
that
the
wasn't
hell?
what that
That
wasn't
was the one
Forest
shot
Trail.
they gave you too.
Forest Trail Elementary School. Yeah, maybe they were like, we're not gonna let this guy in, but we got to let them all try out. So
No, we got to make him do something.
It's like
Yeah.
busy work.
Oh man,
What the hell?
I was like,
What
the
were you
fuck
supposed to do?
I don't know.
There must have been like a right answer.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Or what were they looking for? Circles?
Well, so one of the I have no idea.
My brother did a similar test,
Mm-hmm.
and they put him in the like what's it called, special ed.
Oh wow!
They put him in the special education based on one of those like abstract tests, and my mom had to go there and go, he's not that. I'm trying to be good.
No,
I'm trying to be a nice guy. But they
lo-
say he's not that. So can we like do a test over again? I forget what it was. I think it was because my brother made like a stick figure have a mustache or something. I don't know. And they were like, this is weird that he made a mustache.
Little Mein Kampf? Is that what it was?
It might have
It's just
been because
the
he hated
running
Jews.
thread in your household.
Yeah,
My
well,
Maybe they
God.
didn't want
The
Nazis.
most problematic family. Wait, so I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall for your mom having
Well-
that debate.
Well, let me
with
tell you,
where
it was
he's like, he's
1993,
not one,
so
and
she didn't
and-
say one.
I know, but
She did
she's
not say
one.
he's not one.
And the other guy's like he is,
really
and then
is.
and he's like no, and then just what kind of facts she's trying to bring up, and then
he's
he's
like-
doing the.
He's like,
Yeah,
That's
look,
very-
counter arguments.
counterpoint. Look
Yeah.
at this boy.
If you get put in a situation where you have to prove that your son's not one, then it's not a good situation to be in. Another time, speaking of the speaking of the 80s, when I was born breech, and the doctor told I was in NICU for like a week or two, and the doctor told my dad, there's a distinct possibility that your son's could be mentally R-worded, and that was just how you talked back then.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe he was right.
What percentage did he give?
He didn't give. I don't think he gave a percentage.
Was it
but
a Hummer?
But he used that exact phrase though, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
So anyway, so I can say it. I can say the word
You
because
got almost diagnosed by a doctor because you were a breech baby. So you can say the
Listen,
word.
we haven't even heard him talk yet, but we're pretty sure.
Yeah, we think he's gonna have a really
Just
stupid podcast in
his
about
vibe
30 years.
Yeah, his vibe's all
It's
off.
not quick. Let's say that.
Yeah, but somehow he's gonna get into GT. But I think they're just gaslighting him for like 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was like a Truman Show
That was the
thing.
negotiation with your mom being like, all right, just we'll make up for it. We'll put him in GT.
Sorry about the confusion, man. Here's
Yeah.
a buy one, get one free coupon.
Yeah.
How long were you a stock market man? Which you just told me you weren't. But
Let's say yes, though. I don't know, like 5 years?
wow. Okay, so you were when you were like 26 or 7, that's when you moved to Austin, back to Austin, and started stand up. Wow. How long have you been doing stand up?
Like 5.5 years.
Wow.
Oh, is that minus COVID? 5.5?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started doing improv a year and a half or 2 years before that.
It was around the same time that I think I started. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
This is good content.
Look, I'll cut it.
He's like, hey, when did you start? I don't know, 2018. Wrong. 2017.
Yeah.
All we do
I
is
know.
fact
This is
check.
great. Is that what it says on the roast card? Ask him a question, then tell him he's fucking wrong. All right.
No, I just-
when were
okay.
you born? Fuck you, bitch.
No.
I'll tell you when you were born.
It just says keep correcting
No,
Hunter.
okay, maybe no. No, it's just because I started in like 2017, the beginning of 2000 or the end of 2016, and I remember seeing you around like pretty shortly after that. But maybe it was just in improv because you started improv as well.
Right. I started improv first.
Yeah,
Because
same.
I was terrified about being on stage.
Exactly.
And so and bombing in improv is so much worse than bombing in stand. Bombing in stand-up hurts.
Yeah.
Bombing in improv when there's already 4 people in the audience because people don't go see improv. And
I'm wondering who's there.
yeah, exactly. It's like a friend of somebody.
Yeah.
4
Or
friends of
students.
somebody
Yeah.
on stage or somebody who accidentally came. And then, yeah, you.
I heard there's free sodas.
Yeah,
There's not.
exactly.
You heard
And
that,
then-
but there's not.
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of
no,
improv
it's
shows.
donation based. So it's like, yeah, suggested donation of $5 for that Diet Sprite. And so, yeah, and then you're in there and then you're like, oh, I'm on stage. And then I'm a dragon. And they're like, yes, oh, finally, that whatever.
So finish the scene.
Effeminate dragon.
You guys do this thing.
That
Do this
effeminate
thing.
dragon's here. And you're just like, oh, and no one's laughing. And you're like, I am still doing it. And
Yeah, I know.
"Oh, I am a dragon. And
That's
it's
true.
like, it hurts your soul. And
Oh
then
my
other
God.
people are like, so what did you do today, dragon? You're like, why'd you ask me that? That's stupid. This is all going nowhere. And there's no laughter. And it's like 20 minutes. And you're like, this is woo.
I feel the same exact way, and like I started with improv, and then it felt so bad all the time. Unless it just like killed, which it rarely did when I was doing it, and unless it killed, it felt so bad. I would much rather bomb and stand up. And I think you're right. It's because you're getting roped. I'd rather bomb on my own terms than be roped into your dragon shit and then bomb that way. You know?
You dragging me down.
Yeah, there you go.
What made you guys want to do improv in the first place?
I want to do stand up, and it was like the closest thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's a gateway drug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just to get on stage.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, literally I was just so scared of being on stage, having those lights and not being able to see, and man, I was terrified. The first time I ever did stand up, I was so nervous. I took before I left to do this open mic, I was hungover and took like a whatever Tylenol, and then I get there and I'm like, man, I can't remember my set, and I'm like freaking out.
Shit.
And then I get on stage and like it's all blurry and I get
no.
home and I get home and my Ambien is gone.
Shit, girl.
And
Did you kill?
I know I
you Roseanne
didn't.
Barr
I
it?
couldn't.
Yeah,
I
did
couldn't
you-
remember. I'm like I couldn't even read. I had my notes up and I was like, and you know how.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Justin's racist, and
You didn't
and
Roseanne
it's
Barr.
like, yeah, no,
You did the opposite of
No.
Roseanne
You
Barr.
Roseanne Bond.
yeah, I did, yeah, it was awful, and I was like, oh, good, that's dumb, that's
Wait,
a dumb
that's
thing I did.
wild.
Was it an open mic or did you have a show?
Yeah, it was an open
oh,
mic.
okay. So you didn't do like a stand the first stand up show I ever did was at the end of a stand up class. So I don't know if you did a similar thing. Did you ever take it to stand up class?
No, if they were around, I would have. Yeah, I definitely think, people are anti stand-up classes, which I think is stupid.
Yeah, who
It's
cares?
Yeah.
like, dude, just learn. Well, I mean, from something. You're gonna people are like you just got to get up and do it.
You don't
I hate
have
it when
to.
people say
You
that.
don't have to. You
It's
can
like,
take a class.
Yeah, like what's wrong with learning a little bit before
Yeah.
you? I hate it when people say that because it's like they're almost trying to get you to fail.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
Like, how do I get better? You just got to keep doing it. No, it's like a football or golf. You have somebody help you a little bit, or you work together. You get somebody to kind of, oh yeah, you did this, change it this way, and yeah, you do
don't.
stand up. Are you the funny person in your family?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Arthur's
Where do you guys like? I mean, like at the dinner table, you guys play games and stuff.
Dude,
like
there's a lot of
where's
wa-
your stage?
There's a lot of wild shit at the dinner
Class.
table for sure.
Oh,
Class
okay.
clown over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I'm kind of goofing.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere I go, I'm just grumpy as fuck. So.
Yeah.
really
No. I know you, Justin. Yeah.
Yeah.
But can I just say,
seen
Hunter,
it.
I feel like we're kindred spirits because you seem a little grumpy too. No offense, but I
I
feel
don't think he seems grumpy
No, he
at
doesn't
all.
seem.
Thank
No,
you,
no.
Neil.
No,
I
but
appreciate
sometimes,
you.
sometimes
My best friend
appreciate
and
you.
Art.
Sometimes at open mics, I feel like I go, you seem a little grumpy. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just projecting. Am I projecting?
Well, maybe I just hate you. All right, maybe it's just I'm like, yo, what's up, everybody? Justin,
That might be what it
Came on the fucking podcast to tell you, yes, I'll be on your show just so I can tell you I hate you.
Yeah, the guy who hates. Yeah, call me.com. Yeah, that'll be my nickname.
No, you're right. I'm the bad guy.
No. You know, you hate women, you read Mein Kampf, and like, you know, it's just like, yeah, this is my. Don't align me with you. Don't put me in.
We're a lot of the same. You know, we both have similar opinions about everything.
Literally everything.
Yeah. I used to. That was the first time I like really enjoyed being funny was when my family would play board games. I mean, it was just my mom, my sister, and me, and my dad. Sorry.
As a family, we never really did anything.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just it.
That's it. No family vacations.
We went on maybe one or two.
What's the last family vacation? Like with the whole.
Oh no! Recently now we do them now because we're older and stuff like that, and everybody can afford to do stuff. So
okay.
We did do. My grandma turned 100 last year.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we did a little family get together out
there. Tell Hunter what she did at the beach.
Oh yeah, my grandma. She's 100 years old. What are you gonna do? She gets into the water. Well, my family helps her in because she's still mobile, but you know she's
she's 100.
So the moment she gets into the water, she just starts taking her clothes off, her swimsuit off. So she's just naked in the water for like an hour.
I love it, dude.
And everyone's just laughing.
Oh, everyone's laughing.
Everyone's laughing.
Yeah, she's having a mental episode, and everyone's like, "This is."
I don't think she was having it. She was like literally loving it, like bathing. Yeah.
Wait, is she?
She's coaching.
Is this the first time she's been nude and at the beach?
No. Well, she grew up in the Philippines, so it's fairly normal to be naked and swimming.
Oh, really?
Is that true?
I did not know that.
Like in the rural areas.
Oh, okay.
People just like
and not like in the Olympics and stuff.
No.
They're like, and here's the Philippines, and she's like,
we're always
tying
last
her
because
titties
we're
up.
we're always last place because we're dragging hammers.
Is that right?
Nope.
They're not very.
You know it's not, bitch.
Yeah, but it's still it hangs lower than a Speedo. Okay.
Okay.
I hope one day I'm free. I hope by 100 I'm okay with being naked in front of my family.
When you saw your grandma naked, were you impressed? You were like, for 100, still pretty good.
It's exactly
how was her body?
You think.
It's exactly what you think.
It's a 100-year-old's body.
Yeah. It's like
man, woman, doesn't matter. It's a 100-year-old's body.
Yeah. It's like that body in the bathtub in The Shining, where it's kind of
hi, you know.
all right.
No, I'm just.
She was alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's hot. All right. Is your grandma single?
Very much so.
Widowed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another way to
Still
say
single.
widow.
Like 60 years ago.
Me gusta la Philippines. I hate myself.
It's all right.
Me gusta.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Wow, good for her.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know about 100. You want to make it to 100?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do too. I want to
live forever. I mean, I'm probably not gonna, but you know, who knows?
Well, that's because you're not a Christian. But anyways.
Yeah, you don't know that.
I don't know that.
I went to church more than probably you ever did.
Wait, as a kid?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Art.
No, I went to church a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Philippines. You went to church a lot.
I didn't go to church at all.
Really?
No,
Yeah,
I
Jehovah's
went
Witness.
to church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we grew
I
up
was gonna
Jehovah's
say.
Witness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What are you?
We grew up Baptist, but
Southern?
Well, we were not in the Southern. Our church was
Split?
kicked out of the Southern Baptist Convention because
Gay stuff?
we ordained the first lesbian minister
Knew
in the
it.
state of Texas.
Wow.
This happened a lot in Austin because Sam Castillo, not to talk about another episode. I know you hate that. I know you fucking hate that.
Well, no, I mean, this is essentially like just one of those like episodes where it's like, it's just going to call back and just do cut-ups of the
The flashback
better.
episode?
Yeah, exactly. The flashback episode.
We brought Hunter on to talk about the other guys.
Perfect entry into
Okay, so Sam also, he was in a church that was sinful, and they allowed women to be preachers. They allowed gay people to come. So anyways, that's kind of similar to you guys.
Is that not what your church?
No, it's Southern Baptist in rural Texas. We had all white people.
Okay. Well,
Look, I didn't choose it, dude. I don't live there anymore. Okay, I'm woke now, dude. As you can tell.
I think the last 45 minutes would beg to differ.
As
but,
you can tell, he's woke as hell.
Yeah.
I love gays, dude.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Actually, we got a gay guy coming in right after you.
I feel
I'm totally cool with him. We have him on the show all the time.
Jesus. This is.
Look, I like to watch you squirm, dude.
I feel like this is. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those flashback episodes where it's just like. What a horrible thing. All right, let's go back to another. Let's go back. Here, look, we had a
Remember
gay
that
man
time we had
on
fun?
here.
Yeah.
We've had women on. We've
Yeah.
had gays.
So wait,
Anyways.
you were a Jehovah's Witness. You
Yeah.
went and knocked on doors?
We didn't really do that much Jehovah's Witness activities.
Oh.
Every now and then, well, because like my mom was kind of in and out of the faith, so
Okay.
yeah, she didn't really get serious about it until like more recently.
Oh, okay. So does she?
Yeah, she goes out
Really?
goes out.
and she sends people to my house.
She just annoys people.
She
dude?
sends them to your house?
Yeah,
But
What?
not her.
house. Yeah,
No
So
way.
your mom will not come visit you,
Right.
but she will be
No,
like,
to,
you can go
to
over.
preach or
I know,
to,
but
to
I mean,
preach
it's
the
just
word.
it's
She
very
can preach-
funny that it could be her.
Yeah.
But
It
she's
could be,
like,
but I mean,
Wait, she
she's
sends
gonna
people-
see me.
I don't need
She's
to
gonna
see you
see
again.
me. She's gonna see me the next day, so she can preach to me then.
But she does.
Okay.
She sends people to your house.
Well, the people from her congregation made it to my neighborhood, so
Okay.
and they send me letters, so I'm on a mailing list.
So your
Yeah.
mom's kind of nudging you. She's like, "Hey."
Of course.
Oh, she's always
That's
nudging.
that's the whole thing,
My
right?
parents do too.
How good does a mailer have to be to get you to just, you know what?
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I am.
Look, these aren't.
What are they saying?
These are handwritten letters.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's
so
not bad.
it's like, god damn.
Oh,
Wow.
Someone wrote this. It's
should
If they
say
just
that.
sent me some marketing materials,
You
they
probably
would
shouldn't.
have to be sick as fuck.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I'd be like, dude,
a
this
handwritten
is
letter
metal.
is nice though.
Yeah, handwritten letters. Handwritten letters is really hard to throw away.
Yeah, you go, man. I gotta
Right.
read this whole thing.
Do you read it? No,
It's hard to throw
Okay,
away,
So it's
but I
hard to
do.
throw away,
Right.
but I do it pretty easily. And it's love, mom.
Yeah.
Fucking get the fuck out.
Get off my ass,
Out
mom.
of here.
You're going door to door. She should use those skills to sell Cutco knives. Also, be
Right.
like, listen, if
Right.
you
Might as well
don't
make some
want to
scratch.
believe in God, how sharp are your knives?
How about
and
some Scentsy?
right, and
Yeah,
then
or a Kirby vac.
yeah, exactly.
Once
right.
you're in the door, shit.
Did y'all ever have a guy come by your house that had the vacuum and they
Yeah,
had the
we
soil?
bought.
They like
We bought.
Was that did they put the dirt on your carpet and then
I don't think they did the
demo?
whole thing.
they did
Yeah, I
that with
think they
me,
did the
dude. They
whole
like
Did
they
they?
dirtied up my mom's carpet and then they cleaned it up and my mom
Wow.
said, maybe I'll get one of these vacuums.
Did she get it?
I don't know.
We bought one. My parents still have it,
That was like 20 years later. Yeah.
and it was
Nice.
it was cast. This thing was a fucking monster.
It's like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a big,
ass
heavy
vac-
guy.
Yeah.
Solid steel.
Wow.
Anyways,
I'll-
next on vacuum talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time on
Yeah.
Kirby vacuum talk.
Hell
Yeah, I kind of checked out there for a second.
Yeah, it's not
when you were
great
talking about
content.
vacuums. I guess I brought it up.
Well, I told you I didn't want to say
Look,
it. I,
Hunter, as you can see, I think the racist and the sexist stuff is a little bit more engaging than
my God.
once we start veering off that, it's not as
Right,
fun for
right.
me.
Yeah, the
Right.
racist stuff got more bite than the vacuum stuff. You're right.
But look, I know this is a very contentious episode between you and me. It started off on a bad foot, and we continue to fight. But I was thinking about when I first started stand up. I didn't know anyone, and I still don't know that many people because I keep to myself because I'm a dickhead. But I remember you were very like nice and helpful and trying to bring people like me and Jacqueline. Like you were, I always remember you being super nice, and
Oh, that's nice.
that was cool because I didn't really know it. No one else would talk to me because everyone's weird.
Yeah, well, that's nice. I remember when I first, I will say, growing up with the church stuff, it was kind of like helped with that. Just talk to you spend a lot of time in the church
Fellowship.
lobby before the thing starts, and everyone's got coffee breath, and they're leaning in to talk to you and shake your hand and stuff, and you're just like, yeah, let's talk to everybody. And I remember when I first started in the scene, people did not talk to me, and I really wanted people to just, and they were like, yeah, we don't. I mean, I would just stand on the outside of these little circles of people talking at shows, and it was a bummer. And I just remember being like, all right, if I ever become ingratiated into this scene, I'm going to do the opposite with people. And
nice.
yeah, that's nice. I'm glad you.
No, that's
thank
really
you.
cool, and
Yeah.
I've been trying to do that more, like, because my natural instinct is just to go to these things, keep my head down, and recently I've been trying to be more social and try to be like, if someone has a good set, say it, or if someone, and just be more social. So, anyways, but
Well, good. No, that's great. I mean, I think that's just a good thing to do, just in general in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're part of a community. You know.
Yeah, and even if you go to my wife likes to bring me to social thing, like if somebody's birthday, she's like, will you please go because you'll just talk to everyone, and I'll just walk up and be like, hey dude, I love your I love you.
Love
you
you.
know.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you.
Me gusta. And you know what? I'm like, eventually this is gonna hit. All right, somebody this is gonna work on.
Did
and
you-
they'll say
Someone's gonna
also
be
me gusta, and I'll know they're the one.
Have you ever tried it with your wife, or is that it's too?
The me gusta?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want to sully what Emily and I. I don't want to
His
bring
wife
that
watching
over.
this episode will be
yeah.
the first time she ever heard that story.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Oh, me gusta. Okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
Who's this Emily
yeah,
bitch?
yeah,
I thought you only gusted
go-
me.
yeah.
Fourth grade, my ass.
Cool. Yeah. I don't follow her on Instagram, so I'll be fine. Your
wife?
Because I feel like if
Emily?
my wife were to immediately be like, well, let's see
Emily
if you
was-
follow an Emily, and then let me look this bitch up.
Oh, don't worry. Emily's getting tagged if she exists.
Yeah. Oh man. That's why I was like, I'm not saying her last
Yeah,
name because I
smart,
think it'll.
smart.
He does tag everyone that's mentioned in the podcast, so it's good
Oh, I
that
like
you did,
that,
it's
yeah.
good that you didn't do the last
You
name.
can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we won't do that. What were we talking about before that?
ComedyCentral.com.
Well, you
stuff.
said I was nice to talk to.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, yeah.
You were.
Oh, that's nice.
You were
Thank
very
you. I
nice before you
appreciate it.
became grumpy. And then, no, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
No. Okay.
I'm just-
Yeah.
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 No, I think it's nice. I think it's good to go up to people and just kind of.
No, it's it's very cool, especially when it's for me a very miserable experience.
You really
doing-
hate it.
Hard.
I don't know why
This
I'm doing
whole
stand-up.
lifestyle, you fucking hate
No,
it.
it's actually recently, now that I've been talking to people and like making friends, like 6 years in, it's a lot more enjoyable. Can you believe that?
Well,
It's like
but it's
hanging
also
out.
now you're like have the mic. You like
Yeah.
run something, and so people. I mean, you're paying more attention to all the sets, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, and now I know these people, and you have to learn their names because you're like, who's next? All right,
right,
you are
that's
Brian.
true. I should have done it years ago. I should have started running.
When I
stuff.
started, when I was doing that Cherrywood open, when it was an open mic, that was I kept doing it. Beyond when it was fun, just because it was good to stay in touch with new people, and people are always on the brink of quitting. Everyone,
Yeah.
no matter
Yeah.
how long they've done it, and so just being like, hey, dude, it's good to see you, like know,
Right.
and hey, that was fun. I really like that one. I mean, it'll keep somebody from maybe quitting or jumping off the ledge. I mean, it's
Yeah, for sure.
it's helpful.
Like it's so helpful, especially when you first start. Like you remember Jared McCorkle, of course you probably. Like he was another guy who would say, "Hey, great set," or like "That's really good," and he was very encouraging. And that kind of stuff it'll make you not quit for at least a few weeks. As you're thinking
Yeah.
about that, you go, "Oh, that guy who's funny said something was funny."
Right.
Also, it might be a bad thing to do to keep encouraging people to do stand up. You should just let them quit.
no,
Save them the fucking trouble.
no,
it's nice.
It's I mean, who knows? It's I mean, Jared quit. So
He did quit. Jared did eventually quit. Shout out Jared McCorkle.
Yeah, he's still
no.
very. I mean, he's hilarious.
Yeah,
But,
it doesn't go away.
yeah,
I bet it does
The
sometimes.
funny bone?
Yeah, I bet the
it's
funny
like
bone
right here.
wears
It never
down.
goes away.
yeah.
But speaking of that, so when did you? So was the ComedyCentral.com?
Just say the rest.
Sorry, I'm sorry, dude.
No.
Comedy Central.
Look, I wouldn't have. Anyways,
I'm gonna have him take it off the website. I'm gonna,
You guys better show this on the channel proper.
but the Comedy Central thing, like, was that the first like big thing that's happened for like in your career?
Yeah. I mean, I got yes. So Austin has a funniest person in Austin contest
Right.
that I was luckily I got second in. Yeah, but getting second in that was awesome, and that was like the coolest thing that happened
And
because
that's
I was
how-
very surprised.
That's how you got like Moon Tower, or was that Moon Tower and the Comedy Central?
Yeah, the comedies. Yes, those. That's where that came from. And then, unfortunately, so when they released when they were releasing my Comedy Central set onto a
.com.
website, Instagram.com, TikTok.com,
Comedy Central.
yeah, everything, just .com. They picked, so they recorded it in December, and they were like, all right, right after they recorded, they're like, here's the date we're gonna release it. And it was like 5 months later.
Of course, yeah.
And so they give you that date, and so I'm just like looking forward to that date. And so the world starts falling apart. All these things,
yeah. Oh, so this was December 2019 or something?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. But it was right when, COVID, but like the Black Lives Matter, George Floyd happened,
Right.
all this bad stuff. And all of a sudden, and so my date's coming up, and everyone's like, all right, I don't know if you remember, there was like I think it was during COVID, but this whole thing, listen, we are all going to do an absence from social media. We are going to just post a black
my
square to
God.
take that time to talk to our, people of color, understand that whole thing. That day was the day the whitest, set comedian, thank you, Art, was going to come out. Like, that was the day of all.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so the
Poster
day
boy for
that it was
Black
going
Lives
to
Matter right
well,
here.
yeah, well, like that it was supposed to my big release, and it's when
Oh, you couldn't
everyone's like,
post about
nobody talks about it. Nobody be on the internet. Nobody go to a
You can do it the next
.com.
day, though.
And well, yeah, but it's the
point?
next
I know,
day.
you're right.
It's all
You're right.
But I was like, oh
You
my
should've just posted,
God,
dude.
the worst luck of it. And then luckily, Comedy Central obviously is smart enough that they didn't post it that day.
Yeah, 'cause
they're the
like-
one place that
Yeah.
like breaks it. They're like, no, here's Hunter. Where I'm like,
I would have called.
Hunter.
I would have called him and be like, "Listen, go ahead and post it. Don't
No,
be a
listen,
fucking
there's a
pussy."
contract.
I know you would have. You would have,
There's
Justin.
a contractual date that it must be released, and that is today.
How about this?
Yeah.
How about this? Comedy Central post the black square in a carousel, and then you do that, and then it's Hunter Duncan right after. What's wrong with that?
And then put another
A
one
little bit
after
for
him.
you, a little bit for me. I'm sorry. Does that make me a
little bit for you
dickhead?
and a little bit for me. Jesus.
What, dude? Look, we can talk about vacuums again if you want.
Yeah, but no, they didn't post it, thank God. But but I was like, what kind of, because
Yeah, it does suck.
I thought I was going to be in a position where I was going to be like
Going
posting
somewhere.
like, listen, everybody, Black Lives Matter. Also,
However,
not however.
what? Yeah, that's what you said. I didn't say it.
Dude.
I'm just quoting you.
No, also, but no, that was, but yeah, that was bad. But anyway, but it ended up all being very cool.
That is cool. And then you got to do it again.
And then yes, they were very nicely had me back to do it a couple years later.
That's cool, dude. That's
really
exciting.
Yeah,
Is it one of those things where, because I always just assume that something big like that happens and then you're just like, holy shit, this is huge. Or had you already had these successes building up to it?
no, I mean, it's like amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, yeah, I mean, it was incredible. Just, I mean, one, it's very validating because that's what I used to watch all that. I mean, that's
Exactly.
what got, that Dane Cook, those Comedy Central half hours, him being, the
Predator.
pickles and the Predator. Yeah, him doing that. I mean, that was hilarious. Yeah, and him doing, what was it?
I think it's just the shocker. Or is
a
it
shocker?
I think it was one of these.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
he had
one of
his
those?
own, or
Banff, dude?
no,
Badass
it was
motherfucker.
this.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I remember.
aggressive.
Okay.
Dane Cook, baby.
Yeah, I used to watch everything on Comedy
Dude, he's
Central.
funny, man.
He's very funny.
Everyone. I don't know why it's such a weird hot take to like not be nice to him. I mean, people are like, oh, he doesn't. It's like, dude, then you go be funny without jokes. If you don't think he has jokes,
It's fucking hard.
You try
I
to
don't
do
have
it.
jokes and I bomb all the time. So
Yeah, I mean, he's incredible. But but yeah, watching it and then just to be like, oh, you are gonna be on an affiliate website of
Of a thing
Listen,
you used to like
dude,
as a
this-
listen,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's good.
if you
It's
have
Comedy
that
Central.
premium subscription.
In
that
some ways, you
includes-
could think.
I will
you
say-
have to get through a paywall to get to.
Well, I also
That's
just a
what-
tip. I
I'm
went
a
on it
hooker.
last night. You got to turn your ad blocker off if you go to comedycentral.com to watch Hunter's set. Just a tip. They won't let you play it if you have an ad blocker.
Wow.
So,
Really?
anyways.
You gotta monetize his face. Look at that.
Hey man, you brought it back up. I was not going to mention it again for the rest of the episode.
No, you brought it up enough, though. I mean, I saw the card. I was like, all right.
.com.
That
was
was
on there.
I'm going to use the extra ink to put .com. Don't want to forget that. But no, it's a very cool experience.
That's
It's very
cool.
terrifying, but it was very fun.
Do they have like 4 or 5 people do it?
Yeah.
That would make the most sense, right?
Yeah, it's like
Right.
a show,
Stack
right?
them.
Like
Yeah.
a showcase.
And they have 2 shows back to back, so they'll
Oh, okay.
tape a lot and then get it all that content, and then just because the production crews, I mean, they have
course.
so many cameras
Yeah.
and it's expensive.
Did you get to do? It's one set though, right? Like
Yes.
You have to do the same set.
No, he just did it once.
only
No,
once.
yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
different
Wouldn't
comics
that
on
be
the second
awesome?
late show.
Wouldn't that be awesome if they let you do 2 shows, same set?
That would be fun.
Yeah, because it's less pressure on. I mean,
Right.
because when people do specials, they at least do 2 shows.
Yeah, of course.
Well, so
But it's
like
not a- yeah.
one behind the scenes thing is if you flub a line when you're saying it, like, and I saw Martha Kelly, who's hilarious and very sweet.
She's an awesome
she was-
comic. She's on Baskets.
Yeah, she and what's that? It
Oh,
starts with an
Spider-Man?
E. Yes, she was on that. But what's that? Euphoria?
Euphoria. Oh yeah, she was.
Euphoria.
She was.
Yeah,
on
she
Euphoria.
evidently she's like an evil character,
Yes.
and
Is she the one with the melons? I'm just kidding.
She does have breasts. Anyways, go on. I'm gonna cut that out. Sorry.
No, that's good. Good
No,
job.
I'm gonna
Thank
cut
you,
that
Art.
out.
Thank you, Art.
My bad.
But no, you're good.
You're thinking of Sydney Sweeney, but go ahead.
That was a joke.
Yeah. She, but yeah, like when I was watching her set, she said a line and then it just didn't come out cleanly. And then she was like, all right, I have to redo that. But she made it funny. She was like, all right, I need you guys to pretend. And she made it a bit.
Okay.
But then she like backed up and then said it again. And then she flubbed it again. And then she was like, okay, I'm just gonna, and it became really funny. And,
Yeah.
But then when, in post, and the audience was into like after
That's
she said it
good.
again, they gave the big laugh every time. But in post they just cut it
clean
and
it.
do the one part.
That's what I would be afraid of. I would go, you would have to make it funny because otherwise you're re-saying that you fuck up a joke, they don't laugh because you fucked it up.
Yeah.
And then you redo the joke. I mean, what are the odds they're going to laugh unless you do something like Martha did?
Well, I just recorded a set for, it's called a secret set for this Don't Tell comedy.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of straight to the internet sets and
fine. It's good.
Don't tell.
yeah, no, it's great. And but yeah, and I did that like a month ago, and I was saying some line and then some guy from the audience said something, and so I was like, oh, and I just turned to him, I said the name Jeff, and he was like, oh, I like Jeff or something. And I was like, is your name Jeff? And he's like, no. And I was like,
Then why'd you fuck up
okay,
my
then what? And I was like, all right, do you know a Jeff? And he's like, no. And I was like, what is happening? What, like, at least if you're gonna do this, like, give me something to
I just
bounce
like
with
the
you.
name. I just
Yeah,
like the name.
I know exactly. And so anyway,
But you were able to make a clip out of that, right? Didn't I see that you had a clip about the Jeff thing?
I don't.
Never mind.
I don't
Go ahead.
think so.
Never
no,
mind.
No, good. Yeah, we'll cut that.
Yeah,
And
Thanks for doing your research, dude.
yeah, were you the guy in the audience who like jumped in? So the Jeff, no, was there a clip? No, okay. So anyway, and so I got off stage and I was like just mad at myself because I felt like it kind of killed the momentum. And the guy was, who runs it, Kyle, was like, if you want to go back up after, you can just do that joke again. And then and I thought it was weird, but I was like, all right, I'll try it. And so I went up and then I was like, all right, you all know why I'm back here. And I like pointed at the guy.
Did they make Jeff leave or no?
No, he was fine because I was just, he was like, I'm sorry. But I just made it a joke because I was like, all right, now I'm going to say this, but it's a joke about like dirty texting. And I was just like, now picture I'm your dad saying this to you. All right. So you heard it one way. Now I want you to think of it
that's a
as
good
that.
idea.
And then, so it was like, I said it and then I think it sounded different to them because
Right.
it like the context maybe mentally was changed.
And it worked
And
well.
it worked.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
I mean, it was.
How did you just think of that on the spot, or before you went up, you said,
I didn't know what I was
going
gonna say, and literally I went up there and I was just like, it came out.
That's good.
So
That's the
thank
best.
God. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
They were like, maybe we'll leave that in, and I was like, oh, don't do that.
Yeah, spoil
we'll
the
do it one way
manipulating
and
the
then do it
audience.
again.
spoil the mystique.
Yeah. But
That's cool.
Put it behind the Patreon.
When do you think this? We don't know when this is coming out. It's either coming out Monday or it's coming out the following Monday. But if it comes out this Monday, you're headlining Cap City coming up, right?
yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
8/3, August 3rd. I'm headlining Cap City. I'm also headlining the Velveeta Room
Excellent.
on August 25th and 26th in Austin, Texas. There's 2 shows Saturday and 1 show the 25th.
Nice. Go to that.
Yeah, check those out.
Check out Hunter Duncan on Comedy Central.
.com.
Don't. I was gonna.
.com. Yeah,
Is there? Where else can they find you? You have like a.
I'm Hunter Duncan comedy on pretty much everything.
Okay, cool.
So I tried to keep it streamlined. I'm gonna change it all to HunterDuncanComedy.com.
Do you have the .com?
I do have Hunter Duncan because somebody bought
hey.
HunterDuncan.com and they're
Mother-
just like sitting on it and
Jesus.
yeah, it's some like mom. I think she named her son Hunter.
Oh,
Duncan.
no.
I know, and I'm mad about it.
Yeah. My mom would never buy a URL for me.
Yeah. I heard that's like a thing that parents do now when they have a
It's
kid.
actually not a
they
bad
immediately
idea. It
get
really isn't.
the URL and the email. So it's like justinswallow@gmail.com so that you can have both.
That's nice. I never thought about that.
Yeah, I don't think your mom would have thought of that.
She wouldn't have thought of that. She's a dumb. She's a dumb.
No,
she's a dumb bitch.
No,
Becky?
that's. Is your mom's name Becky?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that
Not
name.
Rebecca.
It's not
Right.
short
No,
for
good.
Rebecca.
Yeah.
Not
No,
short for
Becky.
Rebecca.
Yeah. Can we ask what your mom's name is?
Marsha.
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 Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Faye. Not to dox her,
Yeah.
but
Oh, Faye and Becky. Those
Faye
are
and Becky.
those are like
Those
80s hot girl names.
Marsha is like fucking 60s though, dude. She old?
No, she's young.
Virile.
Oh my god.
Sorry. I just wanted to insult your family one last time before
No,
we
I
end the
thank you. I'm sure it
podcast.
said that on the card.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
end poorly. Oh man.
It always says that.
Yeah.
That's kind,
No,
that's
yeah.
kind of our outro.
Yeah, whether it says it or not, we do it anyway.
That's what he. Yeah, exactly.
Well, where can they find us there, Neil?
Oh, we're on social media. Here we go. We never got to play with this guy, but look. TummyTime.tv is our website. We got one. We're on Tummy Time TV across social networks, except for Facebook, Tummy Time Pod.
That's right.
We got Patreon.
We are on Truth Social, Hunter,
We're
so
on
you might
Truth
want to
Social.
follow us on there.
Yeah, no, I'll download that. Yeah, I'll get right on it.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. We'll see you next Tummy Time.
Bye-bye.